When we had last left the Envoy, after much exploration around the southern reaches of Emerald Stair, or at least the southeastern reaches, they finally arrived in Fiorme's Averno, where they were to search for an animancer to help them diagnose and perhaps find a solution to the Dream Scourge issue at hand. But while there, they of course ran into numerous other people in need of help and in need of order, frankly. Now it was time to continue exploring the city. This is Avowed. Welcome back. Let's unhide that. There we go. And also, apologies, as you can see, a bit of a shorter video and no face cam this time round on account of the fact that I'm suffering from a bit of a cold, right? So, for the time being, hopefully for a short time, we will forego the usual length of video as well as the face cam, right? Just in case, for the most part, I need to, like, you know, while we're talking to someone or whatever, I can go, like, I don't know, blow my nose off camera or whatever the hell. Anything like that, right? Just in case. Anyway, let's head on up here. Let's see. Oh, we've got Vendor Lord here.
Welcome to my fine establishment, amico.
Hello, Merchant Stefan. Essence of War.
I was not expecting such an esteemed guest in my humble workshop. Are you in need of any weapons or armor? The roads haven't been safe as of late.
Show me your wares. Show star metal. What can you tell me about this metal? Do animancers have much use for weapons and armor? Another time. Show star metal. What can you tell me about this metal?
Is that Gelarde? This is star metal. Very rare stuff. Where did you get this? Nay, don't tell me. I'd be tempted to go looking for some more, and that would certainly not end well.
Can you do anything with it? What makes this metal so special? Are you sure? For a small fee, I'll tell you where I found this. If you give me money, I'll tell you where I found it.
No. As tempting as that offer is, I am certain.
Huh. What makes it so special?
Star metal is exceptionally dense. It weighs much more than one would think from its size. More fascinating, however, is that this metal is suffused with dormant essence. This makes it naturally susceptible to enchantment.
Can you do anything with it?
No. Unfortunately, I don't know how to work the metal into anything useful. Only enchant it. I did receive a shipment from Solace Keep recently, however. A mace crafted out of star metal, brought to me by a trader from Galloway's Tusks. I suggest you make your way there if you're looking for someone to work that beautiful metal into a proper weapon.
Galloway's Tusks? Come on, it can't be that complicated. I bet you 5 skates a Smith and Thirdborn would know what to do with this stuff.
I'll take that bet.
And I'll take your money, eventually.
Is there
Okay.
anything else I can help you with, amico?
I bet he's right, though. I bet he's right. Do animancers have much use for weapons and armor?
Nay, not really. But not all of us in Fior are animancers, you know. Besides humble craftsmen such as myself, we have the rangers to outfit. Under normal circumstances, I'd not sell to a traveler like yourself. But as I'm sure you've seen, these are not normal circumstances. Care to see what I have?
So you're not an animancer?
Officially no, but I have been known to dabble with essence infusion here and there. I have one such item for sale, actually. A beautiful mace made of star metal, crafted by the finest smiths of Solace Keep and enchanted by yours truly. It is a wonder to behold. Care to see?
Okay, yeah. Let me see your wares. Also, it is an interesting point to make. I guess if you haven't ever played Pillars of Eternity, you may not know. But in those games, you could not play as an animancer, right? Animancer is not like a character class. Pillars of Eternity 1 and especially 2 have a very cool and like very robust character class and like ability and all of that sort of systems at play, right? I extremely enjoy it. I think it's super cool and it permits you a lot of freedom But I guess it's a point, right? It's very deliberate that you can never yourself play as just an animancer. Huh. Okay. Show me your wares. Oh my god, it's absurdly expensive stuff. Okay. Is this the mace? Yeah. One-handed melee. I don't know. I don't see where it says mace, but this sure looks like one. Okay. Power attacks deal low stun to near enemies. Greater stunning, plus 20% stun. That does seem pretty good. Maybe we should get that. It's the first unique mace we've seen, no? I think so. Okay. This blocky gilded mace is a prime example of Pargrun artistry at work. Though the weight distribution of the weapon takes a bit of time to get used to, there's no denying that the oversized head of the mace is brutally effective. The solid star metal core of the weapon causes it to strike with a meteoric force that few creatures can stand firm against. Oh, do I? Yeah, I don't yet have epic or exceptional quality armor, despite the fact that you've got it here for me. Okay. I could upgrade mine. Right, I could buy that. Golly, it's really not worth it to sell these, though. Yeah, look at that. Huh. Yeah, the value ratio is, like, you lose out so much money, even for an epic. Right, you're selling it for like 10% the value, or if not less. Yeah. Well, no, a bit more than 10%. Right, yeah, a bit more than 10%. But still, the returns are quite bad. As you would expect. I do wonder, should I buy the Awakened Aedyran, though? I should definitely buy lockpicks. Absolutely. I guess I will. Right? I'm gonna buy them. Oh, I don't even have the money for it. Holy fuck. Okay. Well, very well. Do I have anything I could sell off for that kind of money? I guess this fine arquebus is not half bad. I could dump that. Should I? Yeah, I'll only get Helios. Yeah, I should sell it. Okay. Can I get 2 of these now? God, still not quite. Okay. Yeah, I think maybe we should just be selling this stuff for real. Okay. Good. Do I have enough now? Just barely. Alright, I'm buying it. Okay, so we need to save up 11 grand. 11.2 grand.
Welcome to my fine establishment, amico.
Okay, got a door here. Or Helia's Talon. Sure. Great. Free money. Okay. Anything else around here? Don't think so. Let's head over here.
Giatta, what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The Dream Scourge is laying waste to our home.
There is no Dream Scourge in Emerald Stair.
The land begs to differ, and I can prove it.
Yeah, I think I saw some out there.
We can discuss this in private.
We are discussing it now.
Hello, Governor.
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike?
Sorry to interrupt, I'm also looking into the Dream Scourge. Lyle, at your service. Never mind that. What were you talking about? You must be Giatta. Sorry to interrupt, I'm also looking into the Dream Scourge.
In that case, you're right on time.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me.
You think I'm going to get shot
Unless you
again?
have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
I'm an Aedyran Envoy. Is that official enough? Private discussion. You're arguing in the middle of town. Excuse me, but I'm talking to this captivating young lady. We're all about business. I'm an Aedyran Envoy. Is that official enough?
Very well. I hope you remember that behind these walls, your influence has limits.
I'm sure he didn't come all this way just to challenge your authority. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it.
I think Giatta
First
might
came
be
the
a
invasive
follower.
species,
One of the four
roots and
companions.
mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad.
But I'm not sure.
The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now our farms.
That's why I'm here. Perhaps an animancer can help me stop it. The deeper I go into the living lands, the worse it gets. Your governor disagrees. That's why I'm here.
Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
We definitely agree on that.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
Arcane Scholar. I thought animancers leapt at bold experimentation. But you do. What would it take for you to fix this? It's difficult to ignore dying farms once you start starving. Maybe he's just being cautious. But you do. What would it take for you to fix this?
Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Once again, bureaucracy stands in the way of getting things done.
I'm just trying to stop Giatta from hurting
Dude,
herself.
fucking
Animancy is
fucking
dangerous
Marius
when
is
you're
so-
shooting in the dark.
God, I hate Marius. Dude, I hate Marius so much. Right? Like, I mean, obviously my character probably should keep him in the party all the way through. But holy shit. Dude, Marius is such a fucking libertarian. Like, oh my god. This guy sucks. God, I hate him. Marius, good lord. Is he gonna have some kind of, like, come to Jesus moment? Is he gonna come around on us? My god. Fucking Marius thinks we're right. Marius wants to cut taxes on everybody, especially the 1%. Marius believes in, no, do you think Marius believes in trickle-down economics? I don't think so. I think Marius is more so a libertarian in the sense of being like more a prepper, right? I think that's the vector he's coming from, right? What's the worst that could happen? Marius is more the type to hole up in some fucking bunker or whatever, right? That's the type. Okay. What's the worst that could happen? She's the one taking all the risks here. I think she knows what she's doing. Let me take her off your hands. I'll make sure nothing goes wrong. Yes, let's objectify her. Let me take her off your hands. As if she is not a person. That's the correct option for this character.
I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. You don't appreciate just how dangerous that could be. Are you going to tell him about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart.
If we work together, I wouldn't stand between you and your ambitions. Maybe we can solve the Dream Scourge rationally. Let cooler heads prevail. I share the governor's doubts, but you're right. We can't afford to delay. What was that about your family's basement? Let's get into it. What was that about your family's basement?
It's Nothing. Our governor is backed into a corner and lashing out. I almost respect him for it. Buy me a drink sometime, and I'll tell you all about my family's basement.
What? Okay. Deal. First, we should take care of the Dream Scourge. Ale, wine, or something stronger. Let's get you out of here. Let's get you out of here.
Music to my ears. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Giatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Banished?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast.
Let's go. You're making a mistake. Fine by me, I got what I came for. Giatta, are you okay? It's fine by me, I got what I came for.
Then I trust you won't overstay your welcome.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Messiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
Another mouth to feed. Maybe we'll need to let Kai hunt more after all.
It says, missing person Maxime Vidarro. I'm offering a substantial reward to anyone who can locate the remains of Maxime Vidarro. He vanished into the wilderness of Emerald Stair 10 years ago. His journal is also missing. I will accept it as proof of the discovery. Maxime was our founder, my father, and a devout Scanite. He would not have left us without good reason, so I have every reason to believe he hasn't gone far. Ignacy Vidarro, Governor of Fior Messiverno. What have we got here? Thornfruit. Can I go in here and talk to this dude? While I'm in the area. No. I can open this with picks or a bedroom key. Okay. Hello? A butler.
By tradition, the governor's manor is open to the public.
Great. Got some tea. Sausage, tomatoes. I can just take all this food. Yeah, look at this. They're stacked. Okay. Sure. Oh, cool. Alright. Pot got blasted. About up here. Another door. Got some treasure. Bedroom key. That was easy enough. Whoa, Valiant breastplate +1. It's a unique. Oh my gosh. 20% move speed? Holy shit, maybe I need to use this. Excuse me real quick. Alright, we are back. Sorry about that. Had to cough for a little bit and blow my nose. Let's see. So this looks exceptionally good. Right, I was just explaining how much I enjoy bonus run speed. How's it look? I think I prefer the look of our current set. We will be a bit squishier, though. It's gotta be said. So here's a question. This lesser bulwark part, the 2% damage reduction, is that factored in up here in the item card? Like the main part of it? Or is this after the fact? I don't know. The Rangers of Fiorme Zeverno are known for their distinctive armor, though perhaps not the best attire suited for tromping around the wilderness. The armor's design is undeniably effective. Despite the extra chain and padding reinforcing the armor's weak spots, the armor does nothing to slow the wearer down. Emblazoned on the front of this breastplate is a symbol of Fiorme Zeverno, featuring the 5 stars from the flag of the Valian Republics above a symbol representing the Wheel of Reincarnation, in honor of the animancers of the city. Okay. Let's use it. Let's see how fast it makes me. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I like it. Okay. We can't talk to our followers right here right now, right?
Before.
Ignacy Vidarro's journal. I've sworn to the people on my family's honor that there is no Dream Scourge in Emerald Stair. If it exists, it cannot touch our lands. When I'm alone at night, I must remind myself of that promise, again and again, even if I must scream it to these empty halls. Why do I feel threads pulling away from the fabric of my community while I strain to hold them together? It's the old man and his protege, or else my imagination, but probably them. Mother's condition isn't helping my cause, neither does wine. Got another door here. What's this? Laundry room? And bath. Okay. Sure. Oh, cool. Okay. Let's check over here. Goes out to the balcony. Anything good out here? Don't think so. Can jump up that way. Oh, look at the electricity. Or the animancy, I guess. Huh. Neat. Okay. Governor, anything else?
I'm sorry you had to witness that spectacle. Giatta is a spirited animancer, but she can be intolerable at times. Whatever you may think of us, I welcome you to Fiorme Zeverno.
You really don't believe this crisis is as bad as it looks? Why don't you listen to Giatta or Kalichi? Never a dull moment. Thank you, I'll be going. You really don't believe this crisis is as bad as it looks?
I believe the nature of the living lands is unpredictable, and animancy is our best chance at getting it under control. But what Giatta wishes to do is more dangerous by far than what she's trying to solve. Kalichi wants us panicking over what he can't even prove. If there's a threat to Emerald Stair, it's that old man and his fear-mongering. Don't waste your time on him.
I like the idea that my character would, although I'm not trusting of animancy, I feel like I do believe in the Dream Scourge and that it is a problem that needs to be solved, right? And like that it's really high priority. Just off the sheer basis that the Aedyran Emperor sent me here to do that job, right? Like, if the Emperor thinks it's a big deal, then it must be, right? And this guy is a fool for thinking he knows better than the Aedyran Emperor. Do you mind if I work with Giatta? Are you so afraid of him? Noted. I appreciate the warning. That'll be my choice to make. Why are you so afraid of him?
He was loyal to my father, but never to me. And he knows how to rally others to his side.
He reminds me of a lieutenant I served under. Led us into a trap because he wouldn't admit his maps were wrong.
If there's nothing more, I have a city to run.
Alright, see ya. Anything else here? Giatta's agricultural report? Governor, my research points to one inevitable conclusion. The harvest will fail. Before you ignore me again, read on. Listen. My father spoke of a river of souls flowing through the island. The souls feed our crops and power our machines. We agree on that much. What do you think happens when the river gets polluted? If you don't believe me, look at your own farms. The soil is hollow. It might even have the Dream Scourge. The time has come to break the bones of the living lands and set them in a more agreeable fashion. It may be Fior Meseverno's only hope. We should discuss this in person. I'm confident you'll see reason. Best, Giatta Castel. Anonymous letter? Governor Vidarro. All this talk of the Dream Scourge infecting the land has grown too loud to ignore. If it was just Kilichi, we could see our way past it. Call him senile and the discussion's over, yes? But now, Giatta is speaking for him, and you'd be hard-pressed to find an animancer who doesn't trust Giatta Castel. To put it plainly, we demand results of one kind or another. Let the old man do his research or find some way to discredit him. If you're lucky, he'll discredit himself. What are you afraid of, Ignacy? We wonder. Either way, this has to end. It's tearing us apart. Your father would have put a stop to it by now. With patience, your friends in town. The Erosian calendar. Alright, I'm familiar with that. Estelle's copy of the Midwife's Memoirs. The title page is inscribed to my beloved Estelle in celebration of your quickening. I know how our Queen of Birds comforts you. Helia's wings bear you both on safe winds in the months to come. With love, your Maxime. My mother lived every note of life's song, bringing me into this world with her last verse. For this, my father scorned me and abandoned me, and for this very same fact, my town's midwife and adherent of Helia raised me as her own. When I came of age, I learned that Helia visits us on the screams of women in childbirth, and when a woman dies giving life to her child, her soul is carried away and reborn as an avian attendant of Helia's court. Through the miracle of the Queen of Birds, my mother has been with me, watching over me my whole life. I wear the fetish charms of the Cloud Singer, the bird I dreamt my mother became. My feathery trinkets look gaudy and unbecoming, but it is a signifier to women in need that I am a trained midwife, blessed by Helia, and living every note of life's song. The Queen of Birds wills us to shepherd new life into the world, and not, as the other gods so often desire to end it. A follower of Magran once mocked my faith, saying I worshipped paintbrushes and birds, piddling things beneath the gods. I do not resent the other gods and the brutal necessities that they must oversee, but it is not language, love, the arts, and creativity, but is it not language, love, the arts, and creativity which separates us from the simple beasts? Helia allows us to rise above our savage feral selves. I'm often amused that upon seeing our holy aviaries, visitors frequently ask, "This is nice, but where's the real temple of Helia?" Perhaps they think hallowed ground requires oppressive stoneworks and ceilings that hide the sky. They do not realize the Bird Queen stands not on ceremony. She makes herself manifest in the music of birds and in beauty of the ubiquitous open sky. Helia prefers the worship of two children singing over 1,000 petitioners, silently praying for victory. The Sky Mother asks so little of us, and yet so much. We are charged to live every note of life's song. It surprises me how many fail to embrace this divine calling. I think we had read that. Scanite Scripture. We'll add that to our big compendium. The Final Journal of Jonas. Oh, right. I remember that. That's some Scanite stuff. I remember reading that in Pillars 1. Animancy in the Modern Age. Okay. Sure. Okay, let's go down and check that one room. Okay, there we go. Could you imagine burning 3 picks on that?
I've got a powerful feeling we weren't supposed to see this.
Holy shit. Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Okay. Flower of Winter by Maxim Vidarro. The Valian Republic swindled me out of the Songreta Ducala, denied me my born right to lead Spirento's government. I would not take such insults lying down. Scan was behind me all along, whispering into my ear, caressing my shoulder with skinless fingers. Together, we sowed a revolution. Now, you can actually taste the fruit it bore. I can only imagine the day Spirento awoke to discover the empty halls of academia, the pillaged libraries. Where did our brightest minds go? Where are the animancers? They blamed me, yet they had no one to blame but themselves. We journeyed to this frontier in defiance of the Valian republics. We remain because our community is a living revolution, proof that we can thrive without a golden chain about our necks. Oh, wow, okay. Huh. That's fascinating. Okay. Yeah, you've got Dream Scourge. So his ass definitely knows it's real. That's fucking wild. Anything else around here? Letter to my son. Ignacy, I write this in a rare moment of clarity. Before he left us, your father was a proud, stubborn, wonderful man. Let me offer you a word of advice on his behalf. Those who rule with power are destined to be overthrown by power. Those who rule with heart are destined to be cherished long after they're gone. I can feel the fog drifting back over my thoughts. Goodbye, Ignacy. Hopefully not for long. Your mother, Estelle. Holy shit. All caps, shimmering wings, gnashing teeth, chew through the dirt. Where are my hands, Ignacy? Where are my hands? My hands, my hands, my hanns. Holy shit, dude. Can I talk to you?
Teeth dancing in and out of my mouth.
My God, okay. Well, I didn't anticipate that happening here. Okay. Can I go back upstairs? Hey, I found a key. You're not going to believe who I saw down there. Do you know your mom's down there?
If you'll excuse me, my time is precious.
Why is your mother locked up in her bedroom?
I knew I heard someone snooping about. And you have the gall to confront me like a common criminal. This conversation is over.
Does she have the Dream Scourge? What are you hiding? But I had other questions. Does she have the Dream Scourge?
That is not a topic for discussion. I'll hear no more of this. You go about your business, and I'll go about mine.
Well, okay.
Cool, just asking questions.
Fucking Marius. God, Marius sucks. I fucking love it. God, we can never get Marius to leave the party. Dude, he can never leave. We have to keep him here the whole time. The only situation in which we need to consider getting rid of Marius is if he gets better. Right? If Marius becomes a better dude, then maybe we consider getting rid of him. But for now, God, he sucks so much ass. We have to keep him around. We have to keep him. Alright, what's over here? Party note. The note is hastily scrawled, but radiates with love. LM. I hope this note finds you well. One occasion, despite the lackluster fruit. You'll always were the life of the party, despite your claims otherwise. I look forward to more antics soon. Till we meet again. FB. I don't know that I know who that would be. Okay, over here. Someone with a quest. What's this place? Hello?
I am not accustomed to failure.
It's okay. We'll try again.
But it's the third time.
You know how it is. Their standards are impossible. It isn't personal.
Of course it's personal. It's the Animancer's workshop.
Arcane Scholar. I have a research background. Perhaps I can help. You have bigger things to worry about than academics right now. You're wasting their time fooling with animancy. Perhaps I can help?
I'm not sure our work is quite ready for peer review.
Maybe we need some feedback on our proposal.
Using essence to cure male flaccidity is uncharted territory. I'm sure of our thesis.
Arcane Scholar check. You would use essence on something as trivial as that? You know, we were joking earlier about essence used in exactly this way, and here they are, they're doing it. Arcane Scholar. I would think soul essence would be the perfect thing to enliven the male member. Now you have my attention. I have places to be. You would use essence on something as trivial as that?
I assure you, for many people, this is not trivial. For many, this is a matter of health and self-image.
We treat this important issue with the utmost respect, even down to the proposal's title.
What do you think of this? Boning without bones, essence and the performativity of male anatomy.
Oh my god.
This, from stick to stone, using essence to augment male performance.
Holy shit, they're killing me here. Oh my god. They're actually killing me here in real life. You're both mad. I suggest erecting the future, the burgeoning science of manimancy. Oh my god. How about abomination, wasting essence on ridiculous frivolity? You should just go with your guts. We need to reject both of this, right? Stick to our anti-animancy stance. You're both mad.
I take offense at that. But there's likely some truth in it. So, boning without bones it is.
Oh my god.
I hated that title.
I literally just came up with it.
Alright, well, I think we ought to call it here for now, right? Like I said, sorry, gotta be a bit of a shorter one on account of this cold, this cough in particular. When next we return, hopefully not so bad, hopefully longer video, face cam, and all that good stuff. Alright, until next time, please take care of each other.